They are the X-Men. Nightcrawler, Cyclops, Wolverine, Colossus, Storm, and Phoenix. In many ways, they are the best humanity has to offer. And for a moment, all is well in their madcap, helter-skelter world. None are aware that it is merely the calm before the Holocaust. Hey everyone, if you want to see more reviews of comic books and comic related news, be sure to subscribe to our channel and check out our Patreon page in the video description below. So I wanted to take a little bit of time to talk about the Dark Phoenix Saga. After 2 movies and an entire season of the 90s X-Men animated cartoon series, this story arc has gotten a lot of attention over the years, perhaps more than any other single comic book storyline. So what's the big deal with it anyways? Well, it all starts back in the year 1980. At this time, the X-Men have hit their stride thanks to Chris Claremont and John Byrne, and had never been more popular than they were at this point in history. Already, thanks to a recent different story arc called the Phoenix Saga, where Jean Grey first gained her formidable Phoenix powers and identity, there was a demand for follow-up among the fan community that existed at the time. In response, the creative minds behind Marvel decided to present the Phoenix and Jean Grey like they had never done before. And so the Dark Phoenix Saga was first conceived of. It began shortly after a battle with a villain named Proteus. The X-Men were left exhausted, but experienced that peaceful moment described at the beginning of this video. But all is not well for these characters. The villain Mastermind, going by the name Jason Weingard, has been reaching out telepathically to Jean Grey, sending her into a fantasy of living on a ship 200 years ago with him. Jason is doing this on behalf of the Hellfire Club, a group of villainous mutants with deep influence across the world that want to recruit Jean into their ranks. Jean sees through these illusions created by Jason, but mistakes them as some sort of function of the seemingly limitless power of the Phoenix. Before she can explore this any further, she is pulled out of the illusion when Scott Summers approaches her. The two have been through a lot recently, as per normal for them and this era of soap opera style drama within the X-Men, as Jean was thought dead for a while in the time since the Phoenix Saga, and only now are the two able to reconcile and begin a relationship once more. Meanwhile, the X-Men split up into 2 teams to recruit 2 new mutants that have been detected, Kitty Pryde and Dazzler. The team that approaches Kitty Pryde are promptly captured by the Hellfire Club and one of their leaders, the White Queen Emma Frost. And the first issue of the Dark Phoenix Saga ends with this new character, Kitty Pryde, using her powers to quietly follow the villains and the captured X-Men. We're going to try out something a little different with this story arc and split it up into smaller parts, so we'll see what happens next time. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep reading comics.